Well, the way in which we teach, actually, is something called Effectual Entrepreneurship. And a course that I'm actually doing right now, for the last 2 courses, have actually been a very deep dive exercise in what's called this Effectual Entrepreneurship approach. And I put a lot of stock in it because the background was, it was a study of some very experienced, what are called serial entrepreneurs, who had experienced great success, and some of them had experienced great setbacks. But they had experienced one outstanding success. And this colleague of mine, Sarah Sarasvathy, spoke to them and had them walk through a common problem and say, how would you explore this opportunity? And what she found was astounding. Actually, the way we teach entrepreneurship is not the way that experienced and successful serial entrepreneurs practice entrepreneurship, if I can put it that way. And so I'll give you the advice from the practice side. And what she found was step 1. You have to leverage you. That's the key. And that's my key bit of advice for anybody wanting to start anything, is why, when you put yourself into this frame, do you bring a special angle on this opportunity that few other people or anybody else has? And that is this inflection point between your passions, your skills, your experience base, and your contacts who could help you get started. That's where you start looking. You don't start looking by saying, I want to start a business. You don't start by looking by saying, I want to be rich. You don't start by looking at, oh, this seems like an interesting sector because it's hot. That tells me nothing about you and what's guiding your exploration. And a few hints. If you can't stop thinking about something, that's a good sign. If it's in your head and it's swirling, that's a very good sign. If people tell you your eyes light up when you talk about this, that's a good sign. If time passes very easily, it's a good sign. So these are all things you should be looking for, and you could trust your own intuition. If this makes your heart flutter, it's a good sign. That's the first and most important step. Second, think about the small experiment. I have a lot of young people want to say, I changed the world. My instant response is, what do you know about the world? And what little bit of it do you want to change? There's a depth. People like small experiments, and you learn from small experiments, and if this experiment doesn't work out, it's not fatal. Always test out something cheaply, quickly. That's what prototyping is about. Third step is you do this with other people. You co-create. And investors are one category, founders are another category, customers are another category, partners, collaborators of any form, people who want to work with you. A key bit of advice is to get somebody to work with you. A, they got to want to work with you. And B, you got to be prepared to listen, because they want to help shape this thing. So if you go in with a bossy attitude and say, it's my idea, and this is the proposal, and it's take it or leave it, they'll leave it. Here I got something I want to discuss with you. What could you bring to the table, and how would you shape it? Now we're talking partnership. And then the fourth element is actually getting beyond your comfort zone and having conversations and observations from other parts of the world, other disciplines, things that you couldn't possibly have planned for. And you follow those 4 steps, but it starts with you. It starts with you. And only you can answer that. I can't. You have to discover it. You don't discover it, there's no point in activating. Or if you activate, it'll be on a small scale.